Hey, are you in Navy jrotc? Do you need to know how to shine your shoes? You've came to the right place here. So, first of all, let's just get right into it, okay? Let's find out how to shine our shoes in jrotc. This can be also applied, I think, to maybe the United States Navy, I'm not sure. But this is going by Navy standards, so it might be a little bit different for your Air Force or Army guys, but we're going by Navy Marine standard. So first of all, what do you need? To shine your shoes, you're gonna need quite a bit of things. You're gonna first need a bowl of water. I use a bowl, but you can definitely use the shoe shiner pan. You need a brush. This is usually after your second or third time. You definitely need that. You need a cloth. I have one of these rags, but you can use cotton balls, towels. Well, probably not towels. Kind of like this. It's kind of like a not too rough texture. It's soft. And you're gonna want some kiwi shoe polish. You're gonna want some black shoe polish, and you're gonna need your shoes. So let's get into it. First of all, to shine your shoe, you want to start with the first step, of course, which is this brush. Now, this is a horsehair brush. You do not want to do this too hard because you might scratch up and damage your shoe. First thing you want to do is, you see these little ridge line right here? You just want to brush along that ridge line. Just gotta brush around that ridge line and get any dust out of there, because dust loves to go there when you're using it. Then, next step is you want to just take the brush, and this is where you have to do this lightly. You gotta just lightly put the brush on your shoe, and you want to get any dust, any debris off your shoe, so that it will make it a lot easier to shine. So now that we're done with that, we'll go into, sorry, wait, we're not done with that. We gotta get these parts. Next thing, I suggest this. I don't think the Navy really says this, but I suggest you get your laces, you untie them. These are some hard laces to untie. You gotta untie your laces completely. You have to take the laces out, because if you want a nice full shine of the shoe, you gotta get the lip, which the laces hide. And it's honestly a lot easier, especially around these parts, to get it all around, because it starts to look funky around the parts where the lace enters the shoe. So you just gotta pull that out. And you can do this with both shoes. I'm just doing this with my left shoe because it was the first one I grabbed. So yeah, you just gotta take that out. No, skip ahead probably. Take it all the way out. And then you want to take the string and just put it off to the side next to all your other stuff. And now we're going to get into the actual shoe shining after I brush this part right here. Okay, so now to the actual shoe shining. You're going to want to grab your water, your kiwi shoe polish, and your cloth. Now, like I said, for your water, you could just use the bottom of the tin for the shoe polish, but I prefer just using a bowl. And quick trick here with the shoe polish, sometimes it gets really clumpy, like it's all broken up and stuff. You can just use some fire, but don't overdo it or you might break it. Okay, let's move on to the next step. Now, to start the polish, it really depends on personal preference. I prefer wrapping around either my thumb or my pointer finger. Pointer finger can be for the more precise areas, and it's just wrapped up like that. Or thumb, which can be for more or less like almost every part of the shoe. You just gotta bundle it up right, and then you just loop it around. And if it doesn't look good or isn't like nice and fit with your thumb, you can redo it. Okay, so you can see kind of how it looks. And now we want to get on to the next step. Now, polishing or shining your shoes require two key steps. Let's move to the GoPro. The first step, polish. Or sorry, it requires quite a bit of steps. First step, polish. You want to get a little bit of polish, or you can get some water. You're going to want to dip it into the water, let it dry up a little bit, and you want to get a bit of polish on. And then we have to divide the shoe into multiple different parts. We've got the toe, the heel, and left and, sorry, right and left sides. I prefer to start on the toe, right here, which is everywhere before this little line going across. So you can just imagine to just do the first third of the shoe. So starting off, I'd like to start on the toe, just apply it, and polish will not automatically make your shoe look awesome. It's the way you do it, and personally, the correct way to do it is just in small little circles, as you can see I'm doing currently. And you just gotta do small little circles. Maybe a little big, but don't do too big. You want equal shine all over the shoe. Now, it's not happening to me right now, but if you start to feel a grainy feeling, like really grainy, then it's probably time to take some more water on. And that's perfectly fine. There's some steps of this where you just want to use water. And we'll get to that in just a second, after I get the first applied area. Now you can kind of see right now, it's kind of looking good, but it's not looking perfect. If we want it to look perfect, I get some more water, and then we just apply water. This still has a little bit of polish in it, so it'll make it look even better. You just want to make sure you get a good amount of water, not too much, not too little. The less you do, it is probably better, but just don't do a giant, huge amount of water where you can literally start seeing huge water spots. You just want to do nice little circles, same way you've been doing it. And wow, it's looking really good right now, right? But it's not looking perfect. Yeah, I know, it sounds crazy to me too, but if you want this inspection worthy, you can see a lot better. You can kind of start seeing that shine. I'm gonna get some more water, just a tiny bit this time. Get some polish, and now we're gonna go over it again. Same pattern, same way. And I'll get back to you when this is done, so you can see something to compare to. Now the idea for your left side of the shoe is the same as the right. Just get a little bit of polish and some water, and just start from here-ish. I did miss a spot over here, I guess, so I'm going to continue doing from there. And you want to go till about here. Now you just got to continue doing that until it looks like the other side. And you want these, some people think that you can just skip out on these for the inspection, but that is very incorrect. You actually want to make sure that your sides just look as good as the rear and toe. Speaking of which, the rear should look the same, if not the same, as all the other parts. It looks just more formal and more nice. So, I'll meet you when I'm done with this and go on to the heel. Okay, so you might be wondering, how the heck do I find out how good my shoe is? Like, yeah, I can see it kind of looks reflective, but how do I tell? First thing you can do, you can see, is there a clear reflection of yourself? If so, that's good. But you can also do something else. And I'm honestly trying this for my first time. I want to use my phone's flashlight. That look good? I don't know. This is the first time try, so I don't know. But if it reflects off nicely, I guess that means it's good. So, yeah. Now you just want to do that to every side, all around. But remember to always do it in parts. Same strategy, same idea, all around. I'll meet you once I'm done with that, and we'll see where we go. So another thing you want to focus on and see is you want to see these white areas here. They will help you guide how your shine needs to be. Most of this along the entire way should be around the tip of the toe to the heel. Around that same area should be a shine, almost near perfect shine across the entire way. If you put light on it, which I'm using the sky, of course, but you can use any sort of light as long as it's almost directional, or yeah, it just basically always works as long as you have a light. Okay, now we're on to the final part of doing this. We just need to do the same thing. Chickens. Yeah, there's chickens outside. We just need to do the same thing just to this rear half all around. It's kind of annoying. It's a little turn. It's a really, really horrible. But if you want to get all those inspection points and pass, you're gonna want this. So Same action, same reaction, and it should look really good once it's done. So now I am done with this shoe. You can see it's shiny all around. It should look really good during that inspection. However, you might want to know, how does it look like before and how does it look like after? Good thing we got another shoe. So you can just put that shoe off to the side, and I'm gonna take, sorry, this is the video of before. It kind of looks like. And I'll take a video of it when I am done to see the after product. You might have noticed already that there's quite one bit missing right now, and that is this part right here, on both sides. Now, the lip is completely optional, but these parts right here where the laces go definitely need to do that. So, I'll catch back when I'm done. However, before I do that, I feel like it should be my responsibility, since I'm going to teach you to take off the laces, I feel like I should teach you how to put them back on. So first of all, you want to get your lace, and you want to lace it through the two bottom holes, right here and here. And then, you kind of can't see it, but you're going to have it so that both end up in around the same place. And you can drop one, put this one through, and then take this one, put it through, and you keep on doing that all the way till you've gotten through all the holes. And then when you put it on, you just tie it like a normal shoe and put it around here. So I'll just finish up doing this lace. Now it gets to here, and this one gets to here. And because we just we just put the laces through, and it might have untightened on one side, you just want to make sure that it's right on both sides, and you can tie it off. And you can put the laces in there until you tie it, and you tie it like a normal shoe. You don't have to do double knot though. Alright, so now let's go to rules and expectations. In terms of rules, there's quite a bit. My major rule with them, and a lot of your commanders and chiefs' major rules with the shoes in jrotc is absolutely no running or physical activities that, maybe not absolutely no, but don't, purposely know that you're wearing the shoes and run with them. It's a very bad idea and can get you in trouble by your SNSI or your NSI. So do not try that. Next thing, it's probably best for you to polish your shoes about every single week, probably. As long as you have weekly inspections, you should probably be shining your shoes almost every day. It takes around an hour-ish, but for starters, it probably takes you an hour to an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours sometimes. Expectations for wearing the shoes. Just be responsible for them, be respectful in them, make sure that you do the right things with them. Just be a normal person, just don't use them as running shoes, don't use them as athletic shoes, none of that. Probably a very bad idea. Like I said, you'll get in trouble by your SNSI or your NSI. And that's probably all the rules and expectations I can think of off the top of my head. But one of the things I will tell you now is the do's and don'ts. Do, like I said, shine your shoes about every once a week, as long as you have weekly inspections. Next thing is, and this did come to my mind once, and I'll tell you this, horrible idea. As I told you at the start of the video, you could use a lighter to light the, the polish, so that, I'll light the polish on fire, so you can have a more smooth polish to use. But absolutely in no circumstance should you ever, without, of course, proper clearance from your SNSI or your NSI, use a lighter on your shoe. It is very debatable whether that's a good idea on a leather shoe to use polish and light it on fire, but very bad idea, as it could damage and crack your shoe, which you really do not want, because that will make it extremely hard to ever really use it again, because everybody's going to mark you down for points for inspection if you do that. So absolutely do not light on fire your polish that's been added to your shoe. And that's probably all the do's and don'ts. I mean, don't run in them, don't do anything athletic in them. Especially if you have PE on the same day, you can bring an extra pair of shoes and your dress shoes, so you're not your dress shoes, your NSU shoes, which you should be wearing your NSU shoes until the PE period. Wear your PE shoes, then get back into your NSU shoes. And that's probably all the rules and expectations that's off the top of my head right now. If I have anything else to say, I'll say it in the editing. Other than that, that's all good. And thank you for watching my tutorial on how to properly shine your shoes, and see me next time for maybe something about, like, marching. I don't know. I'll probably do something about marching next time. Alright. Have a good day, and goodbye. My bad, I forgot to say, like and subscribe so you can see that video.